Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Shinobazu, your gaming anime ninja. I have returned once again. How are you? Just wanted to say what's up, what's good, how you guys doing, what's new, all that other jazz. It's day 21, and pretty much I've had some interesting last few streams. A little bit of drama, but it is what it is. Well then, I think the air turned on, but I just felt it because my pan was touching the wall, and I was like, "Zzz," and like I just kind of felt it a bit more, and I was like, whoa. But anyway, the lesson for today, and this is something I think not nearly enough Twitch streamers do enough, and I think this comes so a lot of people. I won't get into why it comes to. We'll get to that a little bit later, but my point today is more than anything else. I feel like as a streamer, you're on the internet. It's a scary place. People do some mean things, and you need to learn to stand up for yourself. This is especially true for my female streamers, but guys too, because I see a lot of guys who kind of just let themselves get walked on, whether it be by viewers, whether it be by players in the game they're up against, whether it be by the devs of the game, whether it be by, stream snipers, hackers, douchebags, other streamers, whatever the case is. Yes, you're on Twitch, and does seem a lot like high school at times, but remember that like you're a person, and if anybody treats you anything less than that, then you do whatever's in your power to set that situation straight. Like, I know a lot of streamers I know personally, they'll encounter hackers in the game or people who are vulgar. I personally had someone call me the N-word just last night in a game because he was pissed off, which made no sense because he technically won. I mean, I went really easy on him, but I guess he just wanted to say it to be edgy, edgy 12-year-olds or whatever. And he was really upset about the game for whatever reason and decided to say all sorts of words to me. So I knew I was streaming. I had talked to the devs about stuff like this multiple occasions, and they pretty much told me like, hey, if something like that ever happens to you and you're live, clip what happens, give us their Steam profile, we'll take care of it, we'll make sure they don't do it again. And I'm like, cool. So I did just that. I clipped the instance, took their Steam ID, sent it to the devs took care of it, they banned them. The guy came into my chat to apologize and said no hard feelings, slip of the tongue, whatever. All the stuff those type of people say. And then they said, hey, I'm going to give you a follow. I'll check you out again sometimes. Hope there's no hard feelings. I'm like, yeah, man, no hard feelings. I'm not really worried about it. But here's the thing. I know a lot of other streamers will get in situations like that and they won't report them. Because they're like, I didn't get into streaming to get people banned, or I didn't get into streaming, to cause drama or cause issues. And I'm just like, yo, the conflict's already here. The drama's already there. They brought it to your stream. Pretending like it didn't happen doesn't make it go away and doesn't make your stream a better place. Like, I know not reveling in the drama is something I wouldn't recommend doing, but if something happens, address it, handle it, and move on. I had another another player, I should say, stream snipe me. And then after stream sniping me, he made a YouTube video using clips from my stream to make like a highlight reel of his stream snipe because he was all proud of his achievement. So I watched the video. It was legitimately just a replay of my stream. I was actually flattered at first because I was like, oh my goodness, someone made a roast video about me? We finally made it. But it was just some guy being a goof off, and it was what it was. But since I'm also a YouTuber and I know my copyright rights, his video was nearly not edited at all. It was pretty much just 3 minutes from my stream with a mild baby crying track over it, which I guess, original. But it wasn't his original content. I submitted a highlight of my stream to YouTube, told him that he stole my content without my permission and broke my partnership with Twitch, which is exclusive rights to my live streams for 24 hours. At which point in time, YouTube just said, hey, you know what? This is your stuff. You proved it's your stuff. We'll take down the video. And we copyright struck it. Now, a lot of people ask me if it didn't fall under fair use and things like that. No, because the work was not transformative. He didn't highlight or critique my video. He just played my video. He was stealing content, so that is worthy of a copyright strike. But other things, this guy, he's a professional player. I'm not the first person he's targeted. He's targeted multiple other people. But at the end of the day, all he does is just try to make videos bullying other streamers and bullying other people and trying to shame people. And I decided to stand up for myself. So I doubt he'll be making another video about me. Will he continue what he does? I don't know. Not really sub to his channel to really care about anything like that. But I mean, he won't be making another video about me. And if he does, he'll come correct when he does. Otherwise, he'll get another strike on his channel. So, I mean, as they say, it is what it is there. But my point is, so many other people I've heard from big streamers, small streamers will be like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to ignore it. I want to ignore it. I don't want to bother with it. It's too much of a hassle. I don't want drama. And at the end of the day, you're basically enabling the bully to not only continue to bully you, but to bully other people as well. By not making him, not basically enforcing consequences for his actions, you're basically giving him a free pass to do it to as many people as you want. And if you're a bigger streamer, or even a smaller streamer with proof, it is somewhat to a point, you are a sounding board. Like, you have the ability to help make the communities you play in and hang out in a better place. You have a little bit more voice than the other guy. That's the point of a community head is. You are a leader in your community because your stream is a community. It is your job to use your voice as a leader to serve others in your community. That's kind of a responsibility from my perspective. So if someone comes at me talking incorrect in my chat, I humor them for a while. But if I say something in my chat, what I say in my stream goes. If I say no more talking about this, no more saying that, no more making fun of this, what I say goes. If I say, yo, don't use my content, and you use my content, I'm going to take it down because what I say goes. Unless it's transformative work, you know, critique, things like that, falls into fair use. But if you're just stealing my content and I say no, what I say goes. If you think you want to call me whatever name you want and be like, it's the internet, there's no consequences, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be the guy who's like, oh, yeah, you can do that, you're cool. I'm not going to go chasing every single guy who drops the N-word at me. Like, that's whatevers. But at the same time, you're not going to run over me or anybody in my stream. And I feel like that should be the way more streamers are. Someone comes in your chat talking reckless, I don't care why, ban them. You don't need them. I don't care how long they've been in your chat, how loyal they've been, how much they've supported you. If they disrespect you at any point in time and you tell them to stop, you don't have to permaban them, give them a timeout. Say, hey, I'll see you in 24 hours, doc. Or hey, learn your place or you will be timed out. But like, stand up for yourself. Like, a lot of people look up to us as streamers. They like our personalities, they like who we hang out with, they like who we are. A lot of times they end up wanting to be like us. And if you end up being really fidget when people are picking on you or people are trying to take advantage of you, the people who look up to you are going to emulate that behavior. A wise man once told me, his name was John Gonzalez, and he once told me, whenever given the opportunity to characterize or compromise, always choose to characterize. Decide what I meant by that is, if you're given a choice between compromising on your morals and being the character of the person you want to be, always choose to characterize. Be in character. Be who you are, who you want to be, if ever given that choice. And my reason for that is, I know even outside of Twitch, I have a lot of people looking up to me. I have my nephews, mostly more than anything else, my nephews, I know for a fact, all look up to me. I hear from my brothers and sisters every day. I see it in them. I see it in what they do, what they try to achieve when they're not at work or when they're not at school. And because I know there's always eyes on me, when I'm not there, I want them to be able to stand up for themselves. And I know that if I don't stand up for myself, then they won't think that they should when they're put in those situations, which is why I do more than anything else. And I say this because at the end of the day, the things we do, in my opinion, don't just, thoughts, actions, there's a whole little thought bubble there, but at the end of the day, the things we do don't just determine our destiny, but they determine the destiny of all those who choose to walk in our footsteps. So I've always seen that it's very important to me that I stand up for myself, because if my nephews or if anyone takes anything else from my stream, it's that don't let anybody bully you. As much as you may see me as like a hero, you're somebody else's hero too. So don't just stand up for others. Be willing to stand up for yourself as well, I guess. I know. Stand up for yourself. That's it. Just stand up for yourself, guys. I'm serious. I've said it like 8 times. I know, the repetition, the consistency, like I said last night. But at the end of the day, that's so important as a streamer. Like, there's so many people who just look up to us, who count on us, who depend on us, and honestly, who just give their voice to us. We need to make sure when it needs to be used, like, for good, that we do. That's all. Till next time, though, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shino Bugs. I'm your gaming anime ninja. I'll catch you guys later, alright? Love you. Deuces.
I can do this all day, I can do this all night.